各位 SnowSensei 的朋友，大家好！今天我们来到 JONES 的 booth。JONES 呢是叔叔从以前滑雪以来最喜欢的牌子之一。然后这一次呢，看到很多不同新的款式，所以真的要来请我们的 manager 来介绍一下。Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I'm Perry.
Perry, I'm Seth.
Hi, Seth.
Hey, thanks for coming by. Yeah, so we're looking at the new Jones snowboards this year. These are all of our 2021 models. Yeah, super excited to tell you about a few new ones and some good stuff on the old ones.
This one looks really cool. Is it a brand new model?
Yeah, this is our new Stratos, and this is an all-mountain board that's good on the piste and good on the POW. Really cool. It has a little more camber than a lot of our other boards, so it has a lot of energy underneath the board. Really good edge hold, but still is really nimble because it has a 3D base. This is like a spoon base that makes it really easy, quick edge to edge. And then it also has taper, so the tail is not as wide as the nose, which allows the tail to drop and float and pow.
This looks like a really cool shape, like something that you can take to, attack the lines and then still do powder pretty well. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we wanted a board that was, good in all terrain and still had ability to jump off and really have good landing gear. So yeah, it's good in the trees and it's good for jumping around and has just enough tail that you can ride it switch. So yeah, it's a great all-around shape.
Nice, very nice. I really like this board.
Yeah, really cool graphic fade too. I love the fade of it. Yeah, it also has our float pack, so you can set the stance way back when it's really deep day and you want to get even more float.
What else? Can you tell us about this next year? Ta-da! I think most of our readers probably, when you think about Jones, this is one of the models you think about.
Yeah, this is the Storm Chaser, and the Storm Chaser was designed by a surfboard shaper, Chris Christensen, that we work with, and he designed it after his fastest gliding surfboard. So he wanted to make a board that was as fast in the water as it was, on snow. So we took a lot of those same principles and we made a big spoon nose, so it's like really easy edge to edge. There's no catch in here, right. And it has surf rocker from here, so the board just wants to float. And the tail is a swallow tail, and it's quite narrow, so that drops the tail and allows it to really get up and out of the snow. It also is quite wide, so you have a lot of volume underneath you for how short it is, because you ride this board much shorter. I normally ride like a 162 Freeride board, but in this board I ride a 152.
Wow, a 10 centimeter drop.
10 centimeter drop, yeah, because it's all about the volume, and even though I'm quite heavy, pretty big, that's all the board I need to get that float because it's just so wide.
Cool. I've ridden this board before, and like you said, although it's short, but it floats like nothing I've ridden before. So nice. It's a cool board.
Super quick, great board for Japan. Just really sinks that tail. You can really just porpoise through the trees and just like really quick turns. It's a really great feeling. This is the Mind Expander, and this is also a really fun POW board. Super playful, really easy to ride, really easy to turn. It's similar to the Storm Chaser, but it has a little more functional shape for riding switch, jumping off stuff, popping pillows. The swallowtail of the Storm Chaser can be limiting when you're trying to land a little bigger drop. This thing has a little more tail to give you that platform to land on. Similar nose, big wide nose that gives you a lot of float. And it's a really quick board edge to edge.
I feel like I've tested this board before in Japan as well, and I feel like this is also a great all-around resort board that if you want to get into POW, no problem at all.
For sure. Yeah, it's a really fun board to carve around on, any kind of soft snow. It's super fun. Doesn't need to be POW, it can be just a little bit, and you're definitely carving it up. Forget about the hovercraft. This is a really good POW board and also a great board on the runs. This one has a longer side cut than those other two I just showed you. The longer side cut makes it just be a little bit better at speed. If you're a little faster rider, if you like to ride in crust and crud, this is a great board because it has camber between the feet. It's not surf rocker, so it basically gives you more edge hold, more edge bite when the conditions are a little firmer. It still has that big nose and the tapered shape, so it's really good in POW, but it has a little more for you when the conditions are not as good.
It seems like it could be a really good carving board as well.
Absolutely. Jeremy says it's got the heart of a race board. Right. So it really has the side cut and the stiff tail that really make it carve down the line well. It's a great big slalom board. Yeah, and you also ride it a little shorter. For this one, I ride just a few centimeters shorter than my normal board. but most people would be on the 156 of this board, or even the 152. Both boards are meant to be ridden a little shorter.
I have noticed, like, even the tail is 3D contour.
Yeah, this one has a pretty advanced 3D contour. It has a spoon nose here, and then in the tail, we do like wings. So right off the side here, it's also rounded off, and that makes it so the tail doesn't catch, and as you're changing edges, it's really smooth side to side.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of boards in Japan that, or even the Japanese brands, they do this 3D kind of mode. It was not so common with Western brands.
The handmade boards in Japan, they're able to do a level of craftsmanship a long time ago based on the volume that they do. They were able to make these really, really intricate and finely engineered boards, which was really amazing. Like, the Japanese snowboard building tradition is one of the coolest in the world. How, you know, so many indie brands have been able to come out with really unique and innovative shapes, 3D base contours. We were one of the first that was able to produce a lot of boards using a more traditional manufacturing process with the 3D base contours. So yeah, we're really proud of that. We now have all 3D base contours in our split boards too, which is really cool. That's something new for this year. We like the subtleties of 3D. We don't want it to be too much. You just need a little bit, just like a surfboard. You just need a little bit of rounded quality to it, and that's what gives you that really unique board feel.
All right, so we've seen 4 men's model already. I think it's time for the ladies.
All right. So the Dreamcatcher is one of our best all-around women's boards. It has a really friendly but still confidence-inspiring flex and feel to it. It's really easy to turn, but when you want to go fast, it's there for you. There's enough board. This is not like a super soft women's board, but it's not stiff. It just has a really playful feel to it. You ride this one more traditional size. So, you know, this one comes in, I think it's a 149, a 151. Those are kind of like more traditional women's sizes. And yeah, it has not as much taper, so it still has good freestyle feel. You can really land on it, and yeah, it's just a great all-around all-mountain board.
And it's just a beautiful board. I mean, look at this.
Cool graphic.
Every year, I think, like, my favorite graphics always the Dreamcatcher and the Mountain Twin. They just work so well.
They pop, for sure. Yeah, we're really excited about this year's graphics.
So, could you tell us a little bit about the relationship between Jones and NOW Bindings?
NOW Bindings was founded by JF Pelchat, and he is a Canadian pro rider who we're friends with, and he has this really cool binding technology called Skate Tech. And we've all been riding NOW Bindings. We really love the feel of Skate Tech bindings, and now we're affiliated as brands that are part of the Nidecker Group. And so we're really happy for JF. He's got some amazing bindings, and yeah, there's no other binding like it as far as like the response you get from your board edges. When you lean into a NOW binding, the power of your legs goes right into your edge, and that's what's really cool about the Skate Tech platform. So this is the NOW Pro line, and it's representative of the Skate Tech system. This system here is what is the technology that JF invented, and basically when you attach your board to this base plate, you're having that pivot system that when you lean into the edge, you're actually not trying to bend the plate, you're pushing the binding into the edge. So that little bit of play there, even though it looks like a lot right here, when it's actually on the board is very, very minimal, and but it allows your energy to transfer without fighting the plastic. So that's the whole premise of Skate Tech. His Kingpin toolless system, and this allows you to have one set of bindings in multiple boards. This plate, so you just have this on each of your boards, and then you're able to use one set of bindings, and when you want to switch boards, you just attach your one binding to this plate, and you don't have to constantly change your stance.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
For people like me who has like 20 boards in a garage.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great system. So we also make a Jones binding that's a NOW binding. Can I show you that? New Jones Mercury binding. This uses that NOW Skate Tech technology, but we've tricked it out with our own straps and our own high back, our own foot pillow. And this is the Mercury. It's a great all-around binding, good all-mountain binding, not too stiff. It also has this cool thing where you can flip the strap. So it's called Freeride mode or surf mode. So when this is up, that's surf mode, and it means you can tweak the bindings a little more. If you switch the straps, take this one off, put it on the other binding, and you flip them over, then that's freeride mode, and it makes the binding more responsive. Wow. So it just basically changes the width of the strap relative to your foot. We also have the Jones Apollo, and this is our top of the line freeride binding, higher high back, stiffer flex.
Looks really good. Yeah. And looks like they were really, the color and everything would work really well. Yeah. Exactly, right there, boom, system.
Yeah, that's the flagship and the Apollo.
When people think about, freeriding brands, that's one of the first brands that pop out. OK， 谢谢 Seth 今天呢帮我们介绍了这么多，真的非常高兴看到 Jones 又有这么多新的产品出来，然后呢也跟我们解释了这个 NOW binding 的这个 skate technology， 非常的酷。记得帮我们按赞、按订阅 ，SnowSensei， 我们下次见。